Good evening, family. I hope all is well with you tonight. I wanted to come to you tonight during my evening meditation just to share a little time and, to make a video on some things going on and to answer a couple of questions that people have asked me. So, the first question, and first I want to greet everybody. Hope everybody is doing well and having a grand evening. We're going to start this little talk off with the right energy. So, right now I have my singing bowl, and this is my crystal bowl. It's frosted crystal. And what I use this bowl for is to help me with my meditations. And this bowl is purple and it vibrates on a frequency that helps to align your crown chakra. And your crown, is associated with like your spirituality, knowledge, and tapping into the other dimensional spaces. This has to do with your reptilian brain or your reticular activation complex in the back of your brain, your how we dream, our dream state, and different things like that. And so, if you look into sleep and wake patterns, if you Google those, you will see that those patterns are in waves. They measure those in hertz frequencies. Well, this bowl right here helps me tap into a frequency that helps me to tap into the spiritual realm. It helps you to vibrate at a faster rate, your neural melanin. And that is how we tap in to the spirit realm. So that's kind of like the metaphysics in a basic level behind the singing bowl. And what you have to think about is our bodies are composed of water. We're 80% water. So if you put water next to anything that makes sounds, the water is going to vibrate. It's going to pick up that frequency. Well, it's the same way with the singing bowl. When I play it, it vibrates a frequency that activates the part of my brain that activates my crown chakra. And so it increases the vibration. And the faster the vibration, the faster the energy goes through there. And energy is nothing more than being powered by your spirit, your soul. Your soul is nothing but energy, pure energy. And so as that energy vibrates faster, that's what we mean. Those electrons are firing, your nerves are firing, in your brain, your macabre, which is your external, electromagnetic field is becoming active and in tune. And that's what we mean by vibrating higher. It's helping you spiritually to tap into something more than what's in this 3D that you can see. Because as you know, you can't see a frequency. Sometimes you can hear it, but sometimes you can't even hear it. But there's more that's going on around us than what our eyes pick up in this, light spectrum. There's more going on. So let's start this out with the bowl. So, and when you play these bowls, you just breathe. Just control your breathing. You see, people think that It's something, some magical secret to meditation that you have to, you know, have all of those different yoga positions, or you need to know exactly a formula to meditate. You need no one or nothing to tell you how to meditate. Meditation is just yourself in the nothingness. Eyes closed, complete darkness. Go back to from where you came. Control your breathing and just let yourself go. Now, let's talk. So, right now, we have a lot going on, a lot of distractions are going on, you know, a lot is happening. I've been seeing a lot of comments on my feed, and even I got sucked into it for a moment. What happened to a fellow celebrity? I don't have to say his name. Many people know who I'm talking about, who got murdered and killed not too long ago. And I was, having a discussion with my daughter because she's an up and coming hip hop artist, and I was trying to talk to her because I was like, where does someone like you fit into this? Because it's a lot going on in the entertainment industry, and it's just a lot going on in the world. And now is not a time to be distracted. And so that's what I want to talk about is how to focus on self and vibrating higher through the distractions, because that's always a trick of the enemy, is to distract you. Because if you're worried about what's going on over here, if that's a diversion, then you can't really see what I'm doing back over here. And what is going on back over there is what you really need to be concerned about. See, what you have to understand is entertainment is just that. It enters your mind. Mental. So it's there to entertain your mind. It's there to distract you. It's there to numb you from what is happening before your very eyes. Now, y'all worried about all of this going on. But melanated people, have you realized that even now, Joe Biden signed an act so that even Native American people have protections, and it's hate crimes against them now. So even if you're of Native American descent now, you're protected. Anti Native American hate bill just got passed, and we sit here, and all of these things are done for everybody. But melanated people, what's being done for us? We participate in this system. We follow the laws. We abide by the rules. This land here that we standing on, this graveyard of our ancestors' bones that they buried and built these cities up over the blood of my ancestors, is all over this country, all in the soil, all in the water, all throughout the trees. Yet they've tricked us to be working every day for something that our ancestors were here, and that's freely given from the earth. We work every day for food, for clothing, for shelter. All of these things and materials come from what was freely given for the earth, and then they just put a price on it so that they can control it, to control you. And so now everybody's in a state where we've given up so much control to them that we can't hardly live now. We've allowed them to control what goes into our food. Now we're finding out that there's deadly toxins in our food. We've allowed them to educate our children. Our children are failing in school. They're not learning anything. They've been fully indoctrinated into this system. They have no knowledge of self, no knowledge of where they come from where they came. People, black people right now think that they're African American when that's a made up term. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I just said black, which we are even that, people are walking around here right now. And we done assimilated so much and lost knowledge of self so much to the point where we actually call ourselves African American. And we are neither, most of us are neither African or American. Both of those are terms made up by invaders. And I'm just keeping this real. How can you tell me what my bloodline was when my bloodline was here before language existed, before they existed, before we gave them the alpha beta system, us being the alpha and they being the beta? You've been tricked, we've been bamboozled, we've been fooled. Given an indoctrination system by a man named Melville J. Herkowitz. That's who came up with the term African American. You're aboriginal, meaning that you were originally on this land before it was even called a continent, before it had any of the names right now that these people are calling it. Everybody claims to know all of the history, what's hidden, this, that, and the third. People regurgitating stuff that's already known. What did we call where we were from before there was a language? When we spoke telepathically, we didn't talk. This is low vibrational right here, just vocalizing this low vibrational language. We talk telepathically. We don't need language. We never needed the alpha beta system. We gave that to them so that they could communicate with us because they can't get to the level to communicate telepathically because they were not created from the original energy. They were created from energy, from electric, but they don't come from the source. Hello? It goes deep, family. But what we all got to realize is in these times, it's really time to get in tune with what's important. It's really time to wake up and open up your eyes and see what is really going on around you. What is really important. And it's definitely not all of these material comforts. That's what they're using to fool you right now. You're so afraid that if you leave that job because you don't get that you're going to lose some of these material possessions that very soon won't matter. Something's coming. The the earth is showing you. All the trumpets of nature is going off. The spirit of terror is all through here. I've been weeping for the earth, man, at my altar. One tear just falling. If you can't feel it, it's because you're not meditating and you're not getting in tune with what's important. That's why I came to y'all with the meditation. Start out with 5 minutes a day, 2 minutes a day, whatever you can. You don't have to be sitting to meditate. You can meditate standing still. You can meditate with your eyes open if you focus on a point. That's how you start to tap in to all of this new energy that's coming in. What you have to realize is that there's things that are going on around us that your eyes cannot see. But if you have a spiritual eye, your first eye, not your third, if you have your first eye, that helps you to tap in to the other frequencies, the other realms, the other things that are happening all around us. We exist in 4 phases of matter: solids, liquids, gas, plasma. Solid, what you see us in, what you see me in, is the lowest vibration. That's what we fell into from plasma. Plasma energy, pure energy of the sun, pure blackness, out of pure blackness. And then we descended, we fell in frequency into what you see now, this 3D meat suit. That's just a light trap of density that's holding our soul. Our soul is pure energy. If your soul was not pure energy, then when you died on the table, what do they use to bring you back? Pure energy. They give you an electrical shock to what? Your heart chakra. That's an energetic center. They're giving you energy because when you die, that energy dissipates. It leaves. It leaves the body and goes into another form. But energy is neither created or destroyed. It's only transferred. So when you die, if you melanate you transfer into another form. That's why we have ancestors that are in water, are in wind, are in trees, are in the earth. We are everything because we manifest in all different forms. And sometimes we ascend, our energy ascends, and we leave things here so that we can come back and forth. We knew how to do that. The transfer of energy. But anyway, I'm about to end this for tonight because I don't want to go too deep. But I just want you all to know the power of meditation, the power of tapping into your own knowledge. You don't need, a lot of people ask me, teach me, teach me. You don't need a teacher. I am that I am. You are self-governed. Come out of that nature of wanting to learn from someone. Everything that you need to know is within yourself. The world that you create is your own. The reality that you create is your own. And that's how you take your power back. You have all the knowledge you need. And on that note, I hope you all have a lovely evening. Peace and love. Peace and love.